can an AI express beauty? And does it understand what is beautiful? And is a copy of something that it's been trained on beautiful, or is it just like a cheap copy? Um,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. This is a question. This is a question.
yeah, this is controversial, but I think that we give ourselves a little too much credit as people. Our brains are computers, and everything is a mathematical
Right.
equation. But the image generators are doing this already, but it's still like in this uncanny valley where it's like I feel we're still climbing. Have you know about the uncanny valley where the more
Oh no.
realistic the more realistic something gets, it gets more beautiful, more aesthetic, and then as soon as it gets close to being lifelike, it drops all the way down to
Yeah.
creepy, unsettling, um,
Yeah, I see what.
not
Okay.
not not the real thing. It's almost there, but it's not, which really bothers people.
Yeah.
And then as you get as close as possible to reality, you start to climb back up out of this valley, all the way back until a point that's even higher than it was before it was so realistic. Um,
Yeah.
so I feel like these image generators, a lot of it is falling in this uncanny valley because it's not
Yeah.
quite right. The shadows are off. Some things look like
Yeah.
cartoons. Hands are mangled. Faces are off. You get like bits and pieces of a painting that people can recognize, and um, it's not quite it's not quite there. So I feel like that's why I say it's a limit of the technology because you can say beautiful, and maybe 9 times out of 10 it doesn't give you that. You have to be
Yeah.
you really still have to be an artist. You have to look at it and be like, I don't think so. We have to change these details. um,
Yeah, the human
yeah,
control is essential, but the technology is getting like exponentially powerful through the
yeah,
years. Like I believe, like if you talk just about diffusion models, but we can apply this to failure also because we're based on LLMs. Um, yeah, we are we are not even at the peak of the technology, and we see like the difference between GPT-3 and GPT-4, GPT-4o, and GPT-4 is like day and night. So we are gonna attain this like the top of the mountain that you've described, but I believe it will not be differentiable with reality. That's the thing. That's maybe an opinion, and there's it's like you said, there's a lot of technical and opinions about this, from like Jan LeCun to Sam Altman to different people in the AI world that have different views on how I would say this curve of this technology will evolve. But the idea basically is we are going into a very, very high speed of like disruption, and this replication of reality, this superficial replication, will attain a level where it will definitely not be distinguishable from reality. But this will pose another question, basically, that will, and that's what we're trying also to answer to, is where is the place of the architect, of the designer, essential, that cannot be replaced and won't be replaced and won't need to be replaced because it's there's no interest in that. So this is a question that we're trying to address
yes.
because
For now, the architect still needs to be the curator because the architect is the artist, and
yeah,
is building this for people. um, so it can help, but at the end of the day, it's the architect who has the vision, who makes the prompt,
yeah,
who modifies the output,
sure.
and it's their role to preserve their artistic vision. Even